Getting started again this morning. It's about 5:50 in the morning. I had a good night's sleep. Guess I went about 9 miles yesterday afternoon. And yeah, it was pretty good. It was virtually all uphill. So got just not so much uphill today, as I recall. But anyway, getting a much earlier start. It's nice and cool this morning. About 52, 53 degrees, something like that it feels like. Yeah, had a good time in Tehachapi there, taking that zero, and you can see my beard's a lot shorter, my hair's a lot shorter, which feels good. Yeah, I really thought I could go the whole way with just growing that stuff out, but I guess not. Let's see, what else? Had a nice s'mores Pop-Tart for breakfast. Pop-Tarts work out pretty good. I will say, currently, strawberry milkshake is my favorite Pop-Tart. The s'more one was alright, but man, that strawberry milkshake was really good. So if I find those, I'll probably buy those again. These new shoes, so far, putting a few miles on them, they seem good. Blisters about the same, but not hurting. So these shoes definitely hit those areas of my feet different. Hopeful. Today will probably be the telltale. It's like, I don't know, 6 miles to some water, which supposedly it's a really slow spring. So there might be a lineup of us trying to get water there, but get water at 6 miles and then again at 17. So want to get to at least that second water at 17 and see how my feet feel then. Yeah, back up out of the desert a bit. There's actually a few trees around here at this elevation, which is nice, which means shade as a person wants in the afternoon, which is awesome. Yeah, you'll probably see in the video, but I did see a few skunks yesterday afternoon when I was walking in, and yeah, at first they had no idea I was there. Took them a little while to figure out, but yeah, that was one animal I wasn't expecting to see out here, but I guess they're everywhere. And yeah, just a beautiful morning. Get some miles put down, and we're getting closer and closer to the Sierra Nevada mountain range, which is going to be gorgeous. So y'all have a good one, and I'll have a good one. Catch you later. So after the votes have been tallied, and although the Electoral College was not consulted, popular vote has Ramen Shaman. Should really be my trail name. So that's what I'm going with. Everybody thinks it's a great name, good story, a great story. So officially the Ramen Shaman now, Oregon. So it's cool. That's how I've been introducing myself past couple days. And yeah, trail names. It's now mine. Again. How many times do I say again? I don't know. When I was back in Tehachapi on that 0 day, I put together or attempted to make that gear video, and my experience making and producing videos like that is really slim, like virtually nil. So not happy with how that came out at all. So what I'm thinking I'll do is just along the way, I'll try to take some time every day or so to talk about another piece of gear I got. It's yeah, you know, I've got new respect for filmmakers and what they have to go through to get the right shot, get the lighting right, have a script, have it make sense. Anyway, editing, yeah, there's a lot more to it than a person thinks. So we'll try this approach, one piece of equipment at a time. See how that goes. All right. So logistics are obviously a big part of this thing, and figuring out how far it is between water and food and those type of things, where the next tent site is. But so I'm estimating all the time how many miles per hour I'm doing in a particular terrain, how many liters of water per mile do I need or am I consuming. And another one that's come up is how many Jolly Ranchers per mile I'm doing. So I can estimate how many to stick in my pocket. Right now I'm doing about 1 Jolly Rancher per mile. So 1-to-1 ratio. It's an easy one to remember, easy one to figure out. Yeah, logistics. Plenty of it out here. Catch you later. All right. Another day. This beautiful, beautiful mountain. Gorgeous up here. Plenty of trees, which is nice. Yesterday was a tough day. I did 26, but a lot of uphill. Got a heavy pack. There was a 20-mile water carry, so extra water. Yeah, kind of kicked my butt yesterday. So today I've got a 7-mile walk to water, and it's gonna be another 20 after that. So we'll see how it goes, but I think I'm probably gonna just dry camp in between, so get my 7 and start heading out for my 20, but maybe only do 10 or so, maybe a little more, but try to take it a little bit easier today, let my body recover some more, and yeah, we'll just keep on enjoying. It's awesome. Catch you later. So thinking about the hitchhiking, it's kind of interesting that a couple things, I guess. One, I think hitchhiking around the trail here is different than just hitchhiking randomly in some other part of the country. I mean, most of the locals and everything know the trails here and that they get a lot of hikers through every year. So I think it's not so scary for drivers. And then secondly, although there's not money that changes hands generally, there is an exchange, and it seems like it goes one of 3 ways. Either the person that picks you up really wants to hear your story, and so that's kind of your payment. Or 2, the person that picks you up really wants you to hear their story. And then the third would be a combo, where they want to hear a little bit about you and share a little bit about themselves. I would say that's the type I prefer the most, but either way, that's kind of the payment system. It's like it's a quick human interaction. I do feel like some of the people that have picked me up, that they really just desire that, right? And maybe for whatever reason they don't get it in other parts of their life, but they're doing a service and they get some human interaction. Either way, it's pretty cool. Get to meet new people. Every hitch is a new experience, that's for sure. But never feels, well, sometimes a little creepy. Usually it's not creepy. But anyway, hitchhiking, it's kind of neat. Later. I know the desert was cool to walk through and everything, and I might see some more of that yet, but I really like walking through these forests with where it's just kind of old growth forest. There's not a lot of undergrowth, just big boulders like this everywhere. Yeah, lots of shade. I like it. Well, I'm back to the desert. It's like 2 in the afternoon. Pretty warm out here. Thankfully there's a breeze, but whew, desert. I don't know, I can only have a few more days of this and I'll be in the Sierras. So just trying to soak as much in the views as I can. It's pretty cool though. A few mountains around, besides the one I'm on, I guess. And yeah, it's another day in the life of a hiker, I guess. All right, good morning. It's about 5:30 a.m. and had a good night's sleep. Got 22 miles in yesterday. It's a little more than I was expecting to do, but just worked out. Yeah, only about 6.5 miles to water, and then I think another 10 or so after that to the next water. So every day I'm 1 day closer to the Sierras. I think I got like maybe 3 days left of desert, and as beautiful as it's been, awesome. After a month out here, I'm ready for a change. So let's have a great one. Catch you later. Earlier I was mentioning how I was ready to be done with the desert, and you know, of course then the trail kind of straightens me out a little bit, because well, the last memory I had in my brain of the desert was yesterday afternoon. The heat, the sun, you know, kind of beat me down. This morning, man, the dawn, the sunrise, the desert in the morning is so beautiful. Man, gorgeous, just around every turn. So yeah, I guess it depends what time of day for the desert. Between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m, outstanding. Anyway, yeah, I like the desert. Yesterday I was hiking with a guy named Ryan, who's a defense attorney in San Francisco. Actually, he's in the process of switching from private practice to public practice, but anyway, we were talking about the Joshua trees and stuff, and he had asked if I've ever been to Joshua Tree National Park, and I said no, but I've heard it's awesome, and he said it's well worth it. It's kind of a confluence of multiple different deserts come together, so I'll just have to put that on the to-do list. I've been told by other very smart people the same thing about Joshua Tree, so yeah, on the to-do list it goes. Catch you later. It's nice to see the Sierra Nevada mountains ahead. They're in the distance, but white caps out there. That's the Sierras. Should be there in about 3 days, 4 days, something like that. Yeah, good stuff. So Broadway and I were in the Mojave Desert mid-afternoon. It was hot. We were taking a little siesta in the shade of a Joshua tree, and just chatting about a bunch of different things. And then finally got around about 4:30 where it started cooling off a little bit, and we decided to get up and go. And he offered me a piece of candy, Japanese candy, and so it was to help support international relations. I offered him a piece of candy in return, and the candy he provided was some exotic fruit type hard candy, and I feel like I responded well with a blue raspberry flavored Jolly Rancher. I kind of feel like our two countries came together a little bit more over that exchange. But anyway, super cool to see Broadway again. He took a couple days, went to LA and watched a Dodgers baseball game, and now he's back on trail, and now he's back out in front of me. But anyway, pretty neat. Catch you later. All right, getting started this morning. It's about 5:30. Pretty cool this morning. Must be about 45 or something. Did 22 yesterday. Looking to do about the same today. I'm gonna start out with this 12.5 mile hike to the next water spot, and then I think maybe 2 more nights camping. The following day I should be at Kennedy Meadows South, which is where I've got my bear canister waiting for me, and I'll do a resupply there. So we'll be into the Sierra Mountains then, and yeah, longer stretches between towns. Looking ahead, it's 5 to 7 day food carries, which is difficult to fit all in a bear canister. Bear canister is just a cylinder, hard plastic that it's got like a child-proof lid on it. Bears can't get into. So anyway, yeah, looking forward to a sunrise here, and man, it's nice out here. Catch y'all later. Man, just came across a saddle. We call them gaps, I guess, back in Georgia, but in between two mountains. Maybe you can see it over there. The wind's rushing up this valley and over that, and it's got to be 65, 70 miles an hour. Now, you can't hold a conversation, your words just get blown away. But yeah, get off to the side, it's not so bad. Man, is it blowing hard up there. Sheesh. Crazy. Hey buddy, how you doing?